And we're back. So, episode 8. So for today, I think what we'll do is we'll continue looting. I'll do some explaining on the looting algorithm. So, how I loot instead of where to loot and what to loot. I think it's a good idea for people to understand that when they just visit a new city or something, what they should do to kind of just finish looting everything there, and how they should go and the order of doing it. So let's get started. These stuff will just turn it into stuff I could use. Okay. And ammo for this guy too, I think. So I'll use this one. Today we will be going north. I do know that there is an area up there so that we can go. And of course, first off, we'll make a chest. Since that this area, I already looted it, and we're going to be living near this area. That's why I didn't make a chest at first, but it's usually a good idea to make a chest and put it there, and have a place to put all your stuff when you go to an intersection that you'd be interested in looting. So here we are, the second place that we are going to loot. What I like to do when going to a place is tend to want to find a location in there that I could stay overnight. So in case that I want to stay one night, I do have a place that is safe enough. And of course, we have zombies. So let's just finish these guys off. They're pretty slow, aren't they? So let's just finish off these guys. I'm just using up all the ammo here so that I don't have to worry about it. Okay, looks like there's a lot of guys in there. Should I wash my back? Okay, there's another one that came out here. Of course, first and first is clear out all the zombies. Make sure that you won't be attacked while you're looting. I tend to like to clear the area before going into any building, so that once... Oh boy. That's kind of weird. I'm sure I hit him first. So that once you start looting, you won't be interrupted. here. Again, switch back to bow because your stamina's low. Interesting. Switch back to this guy because I need some fat. Finish up these guys. Still someone up there. Be right back while I... Actually, maybe I should loot all this on camera, and then I'll take them off. Take them off camera. And do I hear sounds? No, I don't. There's still someone in there. Okay. Let's get in. So you can see now I'm infected. I'm sure that I was infected before, but didn't do really any explaining what happened. So I'll explain it now. When you're infected, you have decreased stamina regen, and it is very, very likely that it's gonna get really annoying. So a good idea to do, or to make sure, is that when you're infected, no one here, that's interesting. So that when you're infected, you'll need to get some antibiotics or some honey if it's your first day. So in this case, it is my first day, and I would be able to heal myself if I have some honey, but since I don't, I'll have to live with it because I have some honey back at base. So what I'm suspecting, the last guy is actually stuck somewhere. So I loot the bookcases, hunting knife, I know that. Sensed? Nope. So I think he's outside. He looked to be stuck on stuff, so when I find him, I will be right back, or when I'm finished cutting up these guys. So, see you in a bit. Okay, I do see him. Over here. Looks like this place is totally... wow. Yeah, looks like we're good. So, when you come off to a new place... Okay, let me take these guys off again. Last guy. I see some guys coming over. So, probably explain how this little despawning thing works. So, you see here that you'll have to hit them until the score stage, and then you can see that the fun pimps, what they do is they have the zombies turn into this state after, I think it's like 45 seconds. So what happens there is they just save on memory, so they could actually have more stuff on the screen without having to impact performance a lot. So it's one of their ways of making sure that the game runs a lot better than it would if they didn't have this feature in there. So again, this building, I tend to like to use this building as a temporary storage. So you put chests in somewhere. Usually I make more than one. I'll make 2 more. Craft some stuff. So I have my chest. So why 2 chests? Or 3? So you have 1 chest that you kind of put all your stuff that you get in this area that you don't mind not taking back to your kind of main base. You have 1 chest where you basically have stuff that you want to take back to your base, and you have 1 chest for all your trader stuff. So give me a sec while I do some organizing and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So you can see that deposit all the stuff I don't mind leaving here, stuff I want to take back, and stuff I want to sell to the trader. So let's get on with looting. When you hit a new town, you just get all the containers and just go one by one, starting from the building that you're staying at, because you're there anyways, right? So you might not be coming back for that day, so loot everything there. I tend to do all the wrenching and stuff, like taking apart stuff at the end, because doing that, unless exactly you are looking for something specifically from it, like mechanical parts. Otherwise, I leave it at the end because it takes a lot more time, and if you don't need the parts anyways, like, you don't have to bother doing it. So I loot everything from one house, and then I go to the next. Okay, sorry about that. While I'm here, I'm getting some trees, because wood is always good. See a bird's nest. So I clear any zombies that I see or hear, usually while I'm looting, because it's just annoying to hear them grunt, and you'll never know when they come out behind you, so it's one of the things I usually make sure I do. Okay, I also get the paper. These guys you can actually wrench apart as well, but I don't have the mini bike book, so I'm not going to do that. Mini bike is a very, very good commodity to have at beginning of the game or as early as possible. But once you find an actual book, you can easily check if you have it or not. So just go mini bike, and you have a whole bunch of mini bike parts that if they are grayed out here, it knows that you haven't found it yet. So that's a good way to check whether you have a book or not. But it's easy to find once you start, when you find the book. So I tend to not get too caught up on it, if you know what I mean. I can wear that, scrap that. So you can see a lot of clothing. So always good to get rid of them. And of course, you probably want to repair them before you do scrap them. So here's a second. And let's loot the third. So you can see that the looting process, if you do it correctly, it can be quite fast or quite slow depending on even how much loot do you want. So it's all up to you. And here I am hungry. I had some meat, so I can deal with that. I think I could drink that too, right? Yeah, I think so too. So, cooking pot. You can see I picked one up. Usually for every single new area, I want myself a cooking pot, because then I'll be able to get water, no problem. Here's another one. And I can cook food. It's also one of the best things to do when you don't have to worry about, like, I'll get this away. When you don't have to worry about hunger and thirst too much in a town, and you can do a lot better if you have one. Okay. I have that already. Bone is easy to get. This turd here you see is actually for fertilizer. But you'll need a, see here, one fertilizer for one human turd. So you'll need a chem station in order to make those though. Here we have a tank top. Repair it. Scrap. And you can see that my tearling level increased because of that. So That is it for here. Let's go up. Usually a duffel bag at the top. So, ooh, poncho. There's usually a duffel bag or at least a large loot container at one of these, or top of one of these buildings. So, depending on which one you get, it's all random. So, just make sure you look for it. There's always one on top. So now, we have looted this place, and I see a chicken. Let me just whack it. Nice, I love hitting signs, right? This is good also because I can get some food out of this guy. So, since I'm hungry anyways, it's a good thing. I am going to leave this guy to do off camera, and then I am actually going to drop off some stuff and then make a farm for you guys to see how I can do some farming. So I will be right back. Okay, so now you can see that I ran my way back, do a little talking about farming. So I made myself a hoe here, so you can make it pretty easily with some forged iron and some wood. So now I also got some seeds. You can see here, potato seeds, aloe vera, coffee beans. Could probably turn this guy into seed as well. So most plants that you see, you can, except for snowberries, you could turn it into seeds. And as well, cotton, most of the plants you see outside, recipe, and then you can find all the seeds. So these are all the seeds that are in the game currently, and you can make them. Yes, so let's get started. So you need to find preferably some flat ground. It doesn't have to be. You equip the hoe, and then you just right click. So I suggest going from northwest, north, south, and east and west kind of direction, because it'll line up better that way. So I'm just gonna make myself a whole row here. And by the way, if you see this and it says that you can't hoe it, see that? That's actually gravel. So you actually just have to pick that up, and then if you by mistake damage it, you just have to repair it by right clicking with the hoe. So now I already made some actually did not forest grounds. So these guys, get some dirt fragment by hitting the ground, and then you can make these forest grounds. And what you use them for is, if you make a hole, you can replace it with that. So that's how you'll be able to make some tilled dirt. So I will complete this. And let's just say that you mistakenly damage it. So right now you can see that if I want to till it, I repair it instead with the right click. But if I don't have any dirt fragments in my inventory, I won't be able to do that. So here I'm putting farming tilling the dirt one row at a time, right beside each other. So let's see here that I now have 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, and 5 row. So what I'll do is I will start planting stuff. Equip the seeds and then just right click onto it. Each block can only support 1 seed, so make as many as you need. And I think this is the last of it. Of course, tree seeds, like the pine here, you don't need any ground to kind of fertile ground to put it on, but I suggest putting it on the forest ground, the grassy ground, or the plains ground, and actually the burnt forest ground as well. Any other type of ground like snow or sand or sandstone, it won't grow to its fullest state. So very advisable for you to kind of find the correct ground to put it on before planting these seeds. So I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.